Now, I once met met a bloke in a pub who had partaken in some acid and was rewriting the Bible in his favour. He was just sat in the pub with this big notebook, just scribbling away madly. I asked him what he's doing. So I'm rewriting the Bible, but in my favour. Okay, pal. You sit there and do that.
But I mean, isn't that what's been done throughout the entire history?
For thousands of years? Yes, absolutely. Wow, we got here quickly, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
More people, less drugs, or less active drugs, at least, I think.
Yeah, or more drugs, less people. I'm not sure. That's yeah.
Well, I don't know. He seemed pretty harmless enough, to be honest. Just sat in the corner with his pint and his notebook.
Yeah. Rewriting the Bible, and suddenly he's painting some pictures and is not accepted into art school, and it's a slippery slope. So
maybe he writes a book about not getting into art school and not being allowed to play the piano, and yeah,
exactly.
something like my what's the word I'm looking
my
for?
struggles.
My struggle. Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 118 of the Make Crude Mistakes podcast. With Haavard from Behind the Mistakes, Phil from Phil Makes Things, and me, K.J. from Crude But Efficient, who just a couple of minutes ago reached 500 subscribers on YouTube.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Or you.
When I saw you posted the 4.99, I was like, I'm just going to go and double check that I'm actually subscribed. If not, I could be that one, actually. But I was already subscribed, so I couldn't help you.
What is he? There was an overwhelming compunction. 4.99. Made that 4.98. Click.
That was what I was expecting, actually. So I'm a bit surprised, I must say.
Yeah, that's a nice round number.
Yeah, not over 1,000 like the rest of you.
Yeah.
For your big numbers and big heads and big
egos and all that YouTube money just rolling in.
I know. We just do this as a service to you, really, to think, this is what you could have if you just worked a bit harder.
I mean, it's more of a punishment than anything else. I mean, every time I need to go to my workshop, I need to move all the Ferraris in my driveway because that's what YouTubers drive. So it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went for the Ferrari, not the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Bit more understated, isn't it? The Ferrari.
Ferrari.
It's classier.
It feels more like old money, right?
Mm.
So, yeah.
I thought you liked tractors, so I thought you would go with the Lamborghini route.
That is very much true. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I never had Ferrari on my wall. It was Lamborghini all the way, but not Lamborghini per se. It's the Countach. It's still the Countach. I mean, yes, it's a rubbish car to drive, and it is a tractor. But that's the one I want. The new ones, no, can't fancy them. But we reached. I could not afford them as new. I could never afford them at their cheapest, and they have now most of them are crashed, killing their owners. So the few that are left are now more expensive than they were new. So I mean that curve is running away from me. So yeah, it's unobtainium at this point.
So you mean that your lacking funds have saved your life?
Yeah, a lot of times I think. Yeah, I can see myself in a lot of flamboyant endings fueled by things that you can buy for money. So yeah,
I'm just not rich enough to ending it all backwards and on fire.
it's that famous saying, and there is a lot of musicians have written songs around too old to die young, and I'm too poor to die
at all.
Too poor to die. Yeah, I need to grind, just work. So yeah, there's no time there's no time dying in corporate.
Oh,
I
that
know.
was really sad. Important die.
Wait, have you seen the cost of a funeral these days? Okay, now.
True. True.
Can't afford to live, can't afford to die. At least we can still make things in our workshop and pretend that doesn't matter and ignore that for another day. That'll be you'll be dead. It'll be somebody else's problem.
So just keep making and keep hoarding. Is that it?
Yep, absolutely. And then the municipality will have to come around and throw everything you own in a skip, and that'll be it.
A skip?
Some skips. Good evening. Welcome to the Maudlin podcast. Everything is pointless. Merry Christmas.
Well, I have a long list of topics for tonight, and half of those points are related to Christmas. So, thanks for the segue. Speaking of filling our workshops with stuff that will end up in the skip, I got my Christmas gift for myself this year. It just arrived.
Ooh.
By Post Nord, which is amazing. Yes, the packaging was mangled, but the stuff inside was perfectly fine. So I am now a proud member of the Metabo Thicknesser Club. I'm not sure if I'm the 5th or the 6th to join.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So how does it feel?
It feels good. I know what I want to use it for. The question is,
Does it fit in the workshop?
yes. And the question is, do I want to unwrap it on Christmas Eve? But then Ross was on point with regards to putting it on a table with casters. It is 35 kilos, so I don't want to put it up and down every time I'm going to use it. So I'm not going to carry it up, putting it under the Christmas tree. That's not happening. So I think it's going to live in my workshop, but maybe I'll wrap it there and have a little seance in the afternoon on Christmas Eve. So we'll see.
They just put a big red bow on it. That would look good.
Yeah.
Just wander into the workshop, drink in hand. Oh, what's this?
For me?
A new rotating knife machine? Where do you put stuff? Oh, in here? And that's how he lost his fingers.
Nice. But I mean, it is roughly Hellcorder sized, so you have just the space for it now, I guess, if you put the Hellcorder away.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. I put the Hellcorder away and in the box, and I thought about wheeling it inside, but god damn it, it's a big box. Could I put it in the attic? It is a struggle to get it up there, even when you're two persons. So I cleared some space under my workshop counter and I put it there. But it fit almost perfectly, but it is wider than the tail, so it sticks out like 10 centimeters, which is annoying. And of course, there was stuff there from before, which I now moved somewhere else. So, but I got to play a bit of Tetris in my workshop, which is nice. I also cleaned up a bit, and that's nice. So I'm looking forward to building the table for it and using it, but I'm not going to use it until January, I think.
You're going to give the neighbours some time off before you fire that thing up. Because I imagine if it's anything like mine, it's not quiet.
They're not known for being quiet, no.
And then you turn it on, you can barely hear it running. If you're 10 miles away.
You can barely hear anything.
You can barely hear anything when you turn it on because it drowns out the apocalypse. So yeah.
It drowns out the voices in your head. I know, it's good.
It's going to leave it on. Never slept so good in my entire life. It drowned out
white
the voices
noise.
in my head.
Hardcore style.
Now, the question is that Rolf, he got the helical cutter for his, and he sent me the link to a place where it is actually the cheapest I've seen so far. So the question is, should I, like, a post-Christmas gift for myself, because there is a delivery time, so should I just order it now and then leave that for a January problem? But then again, I'm not going to use it for much, and the first project is basically to mill down some what's it called, fairings trim around the door that I built that is not the standard dimensions, so I need the trim around to be thicker than traditional trim, but yeah, a bit thinner than the standard boards that you get at the hardware store, and that it's not fine woodworking by any means. So yeah,
keep the normal head on, and if it breaks or if you mess it up, then you can change.
Yeah,
Then
that's my plan. When it go dull, I've never sharpened anything in my life, so just buy new. Yeah, so
Just buy new blades. You don't have to. Oh, whatever.
what you can? God damn it!
I'm just gonna replace the whole head of the machine. I mean,
I'm on my 14th Stanley handplane. Got a pile of them in the back of the
these
workshop.
things are expensive. No one ever told me this.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the? I mean, color me completely ignorant of these things. What's the big benefit over a sort of straight knife or a helical head? Is it just speed? Is it finesse of cut? What does it do better for the extra money?
I don't know, because I haven't tried it yet. But what I've what I've read and heard is it's a bit more silent, but people are arguing that. But yes, if you get a nick in one of the carbide blades, you can rotate them or switch them out, and you don't get as much snipe at the end. But then again, I'm not doing a lot of fine woodworking where I'm going to save money by not sniping the end of the boards. So I could probably afford having the boards 2 centimeters longer than I need them, and then just cut that bit off after I've thinned them down. So yeah. But we like buying tools, and helical, that it sounds cool, and it got that.
It does sound cool.
Helical
sounds technical,
shape,
doesn't it?
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
You got the helical head on that? Yeah, I've got the Triple XR Pro. Nice. What does it do? No idea, but it's very expensive.
Yeah.
It has a cool name and it costs a lot.
Yeah. And people I look up to have them, so then I need them. So that's marketing 101.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the same thing, but we painted it black and wrote the word Pro on it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Now we charge an extra £70.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I haven't fallen into that trap. That I don't have the black tools with the Pro on them. But,
not yet, you don't.
Only the blue ones.
Yeah, let's not talk about the color blue too much. It's the color of money. But yeah, so any Christmas run-up stories from your ends? Any gifts to yourselves, from yourself, to others, from others?
The Grinch is trying to think here.
No. Well, like I say, beyond the Apple Pencil, I only bought that because it was ridiculously cheap. I've been thinking about buying it for a while and trying to do like digital sketching and stuff like that. And it was on some price match offer, plus I get a staff discount where I was buying it, so it turned out to be quite a good deal. So I thought, sod it. I know I should be buying things for other people, but this one's for me.
I mean, you should buy something for yourself.
I tried doing something more for myself, but having work paying for it, because I got an external screen for my laptop, so I can have 2 screens set up when I'm in a meeting room. And yep, I could buy that. So of course I bought the one with the touch screen, and then it didn't cost as much, so I just added this pen as well. Because then I thought, I have it with me home every day in my backpack. So then if I can then connect it to my private computer and I can use the pen, then I can use it as a drawing tablet, because then I can make visualizations for the YouTube videos, like live drawing and so on. But it's so crap that it does, yeah. The lag and the mismatch between the pencil, it doesn't work. So yeah,
It's no.
but at least I didn't pay for it.
It's no Cintiq then.
No,
And it's,
I've been drooling over those, and if it comes on sale, I might. But I had a replica, the one without the integrated screen, and it is weird. You kind of get hang of it really quick to draw, but looking on the screen. But once you've tried drawing on the screen, I was like, yeah, this is like drawing on paper. So, but those are, I think now for a decent one, you're like a couple of £1,000. So it's like, ooh, to make some stick people on some blue background for a YouTube video, it doesn't pay off.
yeah, they are quite spendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be fun.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't really decided what or if I'm gonna get, or if I already have gotten myself something for Christmas this year. Because I think I said last time I got myself a new set of isotunes, since the old ones are on their last leg or last ear. But I also bought something else. Something a bit bigger than some isotunes, but not that much more expensive. 7 lampposts.
So it was all of them.
Yeah. And most of them are 5 to 6 meters long, I've been told.
Quite a bit heavy then also, I expect. You're not just
Probably.
like taking, yeah.
Well, they're street lamps. How are you surprised that they're quite long?
I'm not surprised. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go collect them on Friday. We'll see how that goes.
And how long is your trailer?
I don't have a trailer, but the one I've rented the longest one I could get, and that's just over 3 meters, the bed. So the trailer itself is like 4 meters.
And how many tight corners are there between?
Not that many, I hope, but I do own angle grinders, so I think that's gonna solve itself. Hopefully.
Excellent.
Make sure you film that. Put up make a time lapse of you trying to wrestle those onto the trailer and then cutting them down and the drive home. And yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how that. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, I did put in a bid on them just to check it out, and then there was another guy who I mean, you can see the auto bid thing, that he just tried to bid over me until he got a tenner over me. And then I thought, should I? And I thought about it for like almost a week. Oh, well, I put in a bit more, because it feels like if he gets it for this price, then I'm annoyed. So at least he's going to pay a bit more. So then I put in some more, and he didn't touch it.
Bugger. I've bought the fucking things now.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been a container.
Yeah, that's harder to cut down with an angle grinder, at least. So.
Yes, takes a bit more time.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting.
So what are you planning then?
Yeah, well, the plan is
a Vegas strip down your lawn with lampposts on each side.
Festival of Lights.
No, but I have that. I want to make a real one of that, the walking lamppost figure man that I saw at the art exhibition. And that's what I've been saying. That's what I've told my wife. Sorry, Sophie. So I guess I have to be true to that, because when I told her that I actually won the auction, she told her workmates and told them why, and I don't know what they think about me at the time. But yeah, so I guess I have to. But that's a summer project, because welding galvanized is definitely something you should do outside, and yeah, so that's a summer project. So now we just have to figure out how to use it as well.
Yeah.
And there were 2 small lampposts that we think that we're going to put in the garden as is, or a cut down version or something, because I mean they looked okay at the pictures, at least on the pictures, so hopefully we can use them as is. But the long ones is supposed to be raw material.
Yeah,
So
but I mean, if
we'll
you put them close to the house, you have an upstairs living room, don't you? But it's always a hassle with these floor lamps getting in the way. Now you can have it on the outside.
Just have a big lamppost man looking in through the kids' windows.
Yeah.
That doesn't look ominous at all.
Yeah. Just don't tell them and erect it at night, and then no.
Yeah, well, yeah, I do. Yeah, I have this friend who built a really big padlock, and I thought making big things are cool. So
Yeah,
I thought I was going to go as big as I could.
very cool.
Let's see how that goes. So it's a good thing that I practiced my welding as well with my latest YouTube video, the nut ball.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that. It's
Was it what you thought it was when I talked about it?
The cards on the table, I thought it was a nut bowl.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
pronunciation is
like a bowl for nuts. And so that, okay.
that could have been it as well. Yeah.
I'm not sure what I envisioned, but once I saw it, it's like, yeah, this makes sense. And we got the chain out. Of course, of course.
Chains, spikes.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's. I couldn't help myself, and I feel it's like on brand. So yeah, I'm sorry, Phil, that you got lumped into that podcast buddies, because I mean it was mostly directed to Glenn because he was the worst of testicle party. But I think you're a bit like that as well. So
Tarnished by association.
yeah, because I mean I've been planning this for like half a year and doing bits and pieces of it here and there as well. So it's a long going project. I mean you can see on the part where I cut the handle, the wood in the background is from the pergola, because I cut that at the same time when I had the table saw out.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's been a long time going, but it's good to have it out.
Finally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Phil, have you been up to something?
I've been doing some sketchy stuff. Yeah.
As sketchy as a flail made out of trash?
Well, maybe, perhaps, potentially. No, I'm getting very close to finishing the secret Christmas project for the good lady, not wife. But I'm not entirely convinced it's going to be finished by the 25th. So there may be a card with a gift token inside. You will receive ×1 handmade item once it's finished.
But isn't it aeons of time until Christmas?
Loads of time. It's at least 4 days. I don't know. No, it's going well, and I cut the because the top of the mystery object is a piece of plywood which is framed in oak, so I needed to cut the channels in the oak. And I thought that's okay. I've got a channel cutting bit for the router, but because the oak was so thick and it's only a 1/4 inch shank, I had to have more shank out of the collet than in the collet to get the depth that I needed.
That sounds safe.
Yes, it was not safe. And then I tried doing one full depth cut, which was very scary. So I stopped doing that, and I ended up doing 5 shallow passes, over 4 lengths of oak, which made a lot of noise and there's a lot of sawdust. And then I realised later, there was a much safer way of doing this. Rather than trying to cut with a side cutter, just use a spiral bit and just go across the top of it.
Yeah.
That could,
Yes, that would have been much more sensible. Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, I thought of this many hours after the fact of this very sketchy enterprise. But it all worked, and I didn't lose any fingers or fingernails or any other bits in the furious spinning machine. So that was fine.
Still, though, I think any router is the scariest tool I use ever. It's not much mass spinning, but the speed of it.
Yeah.
And when it grips, I mean, I made some circular holes that I was just going to put a chamfer on them, and then you're just like holding it, and it happens so fast. It's like, and it's the sharpest bang. It's like bang, and it was gone. And you're just holding air between your hands, like, oh my god! And you're counting fingers, and you start scurrying about finding the piece. Oh, okay, it didn't break. All right, I just got 180 degrees left. Let's try a bit more, and it happens again. The nerves after like you're trying the third time, like inching up to that place. And yeah, I really don't like using the router. I mean, the handheld ones feel better because you're holding the tool, but the one fitted to the table, like where you hold the workpiece close to the bit. No, it's not. It's not my favorite tool.
It's still not fun with the handled ones, I feel, because when they run away from you, they really try to run away, and you moving it and feeling the gyroscopic force of the thing spinning. It's something with, I mean, speed times torque is how scary things are.
Yeah.
Because I mean, sure, an angle grinder is fast. It's not the fastest as a router, but it's not that. It doesn't have torque really in the same way. If it bites, it doesn't bite like a router.
It's pretty easy to bog one down, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's not that scary. But I mean, a table saw, that's a lot of speed and a lot of, it can do real damage.
Yeah. Well. Yes, I agree, but the scariest thing I've done, I think, is, or the almost accident I had was with an angle grinder, because I fit one of these diamond, I think they were tools for grading stones, and I were using it to really make easy cutting off some wood. And I was holding the wood in my one hand, the angle grinder in the other, and just taking passes out of some wood, and then something slipped and I had no control of where I held my thumb, and it's like roam over the nail, and it's like, ooh, it didn't even drop 2 RPMs going over my finger, and the nail was gone. But luckily it was at an angle and such a perfect cut that the nail grew out again, like nothing happened. So it does. But yeah, I mean, if I held my finger like half a centimeter more, I would have seen my bone. So it's and then I would have passed out, laying on the floor with a running angle grinder next to me, jumping around. So yeah, it could have been nasty.
So now you're not doing it that way anymore.
No, now I'm very much advocate for putting the piece down and holding the angle grinder with both hands. That being said, though, I still hold the piece down with my foot in Crocs or slippers. So it's still not. I learn every time, but not by much. Small in increments.
What's the is it Kaizen? The tiny incremental improvements over time. So eventually, after thousands of iterations, you'll have safe practice.
Yeah.
Or you'll buy a vice.
Ooh, I did something yesterday. Speaking of vices,
It's
when I
not that
built.
kind of podcast.
All right, let's keep it to the half pint then. No, I when I built my workbench 3 years ago, I also bought one of these cast iron vices to be mounted on the end of it. And I did that. I mounted all the hardware, but I did not make the wood part that do the clamping. And I was going to get to that. Now, 3 years later, I was sitting in my workshop last night, and all I need to do is measure the diameters of the guiding metal rods and the threaded rod and the distance between them. Then I can draw that up in CAD, and I can make that wooden clampy thing on my CNC. It's really no work at all. But it took me 3 years to take the measurements down. So maybe this Christmas I'll get to do some workshop maintenance upgrades, and then I can start clamping down things while I use rasps and whatnot.
Clamping down is good.
Because that is also, I got more tools. Because I got a big delivery from AliExpress, and one of the things that I ordered was rasps, but with different diameters and small. It's like, it looks like grown-up dentist tools, but with rasps on the end. So there, and some of them are curved, some of them are straight. So we talked about this before, I like to use the wooden rasps when I'm shaping wood because it takes a lot off and it's easy to control them. But if you have like a small radius inner curve, it's hard to get those flat rasps in there, and the round ones are really not good. So now I got some small ones to do some finicky work in between. But they came in the most rubbish plasticky covers. It's like a tool roll in plastic with see-through plastic, and you roll it out, and you know that kind of plastic that after 2 days in the sun it gets brittle yellow and breaks up. So I thought, it's not the best and most expensive tools. I'm not going to use my proper leather, but I have some fake leather which actually have a decent feel to it and looks good. So I thought maybe I should just make a tool roll holder for them, because they deserve more than the plasticky stuff.
Yeah, sounds like it. That sounds interesting. Looking forward to hear if they're any good.
Yeah, I mean,
I have my doubts, but I'm hopeful but doubtful.
I tried them at the corner of my table, and they take wood off really good, but great amounts of wood, I'm not sure. It's not like, they also have rasps at both ends, so it's not the best to hold. So at least not my office hands. So
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can get lucky with the really, cheap stuff from manufacturers you've never heard of.
Yeah,
I bought a knockoff. Is it Veritas marking gauge? The round ones where you undo the knob and it pulls out through the center, and it's got a cutting wheel on one end rather than a pin.
Yeah.
I bought one of those off Amazon, and I think it was £12. And I thought, this can't be good. But do you know what? The center pin is steel, and the knurled bit on the top, it appears to be brass, or at least brass colored. It's very heavy. And I took the measurements of something I know that was good. Measurements are bang on. The cutting wheel sharp, not wobbly. So I can't fault this. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Not that the Veritas ones are really expensive anyway, but this is about half that price.
I mean, I'm no woodworker by any stretch, so yeah, getting the Veritas one still feels a bit like overkill for me. So I bought like a red aluminium speed square and an angle and some gauges and whatnot for $2 or something. And yes, it doesn't have a brand name on it, but it's obviously that I lucked out on those because I think they're made at the same factory because they are spot on. The angles are, I mean, what they are, 89.5. That's 90 enough for me. So yeah, brilliant.
Close enough for jazz.
Yeah.
Jazz woodworking. That
Free
feels very much what I'm
association.
doing.
I'm writing that down. Close enough for jazz. And then we have the title for the episode.
Bingo.
Could very much be. If you don't find anything better.
Probably shouldn't use my struggle.
No, that's better.
Yeah.
I haven't been getting that much more done because we spent all Sunday getting Christmas trees plural this year. One normal sized for the downstairs and one extra large for upstairs. And I mean, it's a bit of a drive to my parents' plot of land, and we didn't. It was raining all day, so we didn't want to go out in the woods too much. So we more or less looked from the road. Oh, that one looks good, and that
So
one
you
looks
made
good.
the kids do it.
No, but it was like maybe 3 meters from the road or something like that. But it's a hassle moving a 4 meter long Christmas tree. So I mean, I have gotten some good practice in moving big stuff and hauling them on a trailer as well. So
I mean, could you not bring the lamppost inside and decorate those? I mean, that's then you got the light at the top already. So yeah, it's a win-win.
that might be for next year. Who knows? Who knows? We don't have to water it as much as either, so that's good.
But there is an issue though, and you mentioned it. I mean, Christmas is only 4 days away. It happens so fast that I sent a message to my father-in-law and asked if, like, should we do like last year that we took the kids out to this farm that has the Christmas trees where you go and cut them down yourself, and they also have like a barn shop. So you cut down your tree and you deliver it to a guy who wraps it in one of those big Christmas stockings thingamabob, and then you go inside and you have eggnog and chocolate and gingerbread. And of course, there is no snow here, and it's like 12 degrees outside and raining, so it doesn't feel like a good, like something. It doesn't give the Christmas vibe, but yeah, that's going to happen this weekend. And then I realized that we also need to go to my sister because her oldest kid has a birthday, and it turns out they plan on having the birthday party at the same day when we actually have tickets for the entire family at a Christmas play. So we can't really go that day. Haven't even told her yet because I'm not sure how I'll break the news. And then it's Christmas. We don't have any more days, and there is a lot of activities. Like I think we're gonna have to just let some activities go this year.
You can't do it all.
But I don't know what happened. I mean, I think it was last week. Christmas was 2 months away, and I had everything like, yeah, I can do this, and I'm gonna do this, and then suddenly it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Christmas came early.
It happens like that with frightening regularity, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it always feels worse than last time.
No, I've got this entirely under control. I know what. Oh God, I've done nothing.
The good thing though is that I have finished editing the Secret Santa video, who's going out on Saturday, I think, if the calendar is right.
Same day as this episode.
Yeah, when you're listening to this, there's also a Secret Santa video thingamabob out on the YouTube. So, yeah, check that out.
Unless you're watching, I always said, listening to this early in the morning of the Saturday, then you have something to look forward to. I think it is at noon. They publish.
Oh, we did set a time, did we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Cool.
Unless we change our mind.
Yes,
But there will be some videos on the YouTubes to watch. Lots of them. Or more than one.
Several. Some.
At least
More than
3.
one. Yeah, at least 3. Less than
Hopefully more.
less than 10. Who knows? Yeah, so it's nice having that done, like completely done. The only thing I need is to just upload it and send the link to you, KJ, who are the master of the playlist.
The hard thing there is you don't push publish now, but schedule it for later.
Yes, but also schedule it, but also keep it. I mean, if you just schedule it, then it's visible.
No, it's private then. If you schedule it, I think.
No, because if you schedule it, people can see it, and when you see there down under the thumbnail, it says this is coming, and then it gives you the date and the time it will be launched.
If it's a premiere.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, if you don't tick the premiere box, but
I hate premieres, so I never tick that box.
Yeah.
I just get angry when I see premieres.
I don't really get the idea of premieres. Maybe if you're a massive YouTuber, bigger than even us.
Is that possible?
Allegedly so. I've never seen it myself, but
it's a sobering experience, because I thought at one point, all right, I'll put it as a premiere on Saturday, and then I'm gonna be there, because that's what they're saying. If you put it on premiere, you can watch it together with other people, and you have the chat function, so you can talk to the one who's made the video live while you're watching it. One person. It was Glenn.
Yeah, I didn't even bother to. I mean, I think the premiere is great if you have like 20, 30 people watching it. Yeah. Then it's nice, because if you have too few people, then it's like a desert, and if you have too many people, then it's just a maelstrom of messages that no one can read, and it's just awful. So it's a very few people that it actually suits.
So then,
sorry for the rant.
After this recording, I'm gonna have the last quality control, and then I'm gonna upload it. Not premiere it, but schedule it and send you the link. Or most likely, I'm gonna forget about it, and you're gonna get the link the day before.
Yeah, mine is more or less done. I just need to go through and give it one more pass over. So that might be tomorrow morning, because I'm leaving for work a little bit later tomorrow morning. So I'll have an extra sort of half hour, 40 minutes in the morning.
Ooh.
I'll probably do it then. Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm going to a different campus tomorrow. Ooh.
Oh.
Is it better or worse? Do you have favorite campuses?
It's different.
Is the green grasser or not? Is the green grasser on other campuses?
It's the green grasser. Yes, it is, sir. Well, no, this is an out of town campus, so it's a nice drive up. But apparently, the weather tomorrow is going to be absolutely horrible. So it won't be such a nice drive up after all. Torrential rain.
Was like 5 campuses you had under your umbrella altogether?
Yeah.
Or are there? You don't have to mention names, but is there a favorite, and is this the one that if that one blew up, I wouldn't mind?
Yes, there's both of those.
No, yeah.
Yes.
And they're very clear in your mind as well.
Very much so.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And then there's some in the middle. There's just some grey area.
Yes. Then there's the other ones which is like, yeah, they're all right. Yeah, sort of large grey, inconspicuous buildings.
With large grey, inconspicuous people.
Yes. But some of the I have my favourites. Naming no names.
Yeah, but everybody, it would be weird if you didn't have.
Yeah. Yeah, there's ones where you actually enjoy going to and spending the day working there, and there's ones which was like, am I going to get stabbed today?
Yeah.
Obviously, that doesn't happen. Hasn't happened yet.
Then it surely would never happen.
Very probably not.
I mean, it's, to be fair though. I mean, would IT or technical staff be less or more likely to get stabbed? It's usually a teacher or another student. I mean, it's usually other students, and then there might be a teacher. You never hear about somebody stabbing someone in IT. But then again, when you
I don't know.
when
We've had some customers who I think probably would like to.
Yeah, because that's the thing though. Because when I register like a help desk case, and you get that automated ticket answer, like, God damn it, yeah, we have registered my case, my ass. Like, this is automated, and you're not even looking at it. And then I registered one today actually, which I got the automatic reply that they received my request, and before they got to follow it up, because credit where credit is due, they are quick and they have solved all my issues previously. But today I solved my issue myself, so I just sent them an email. You can just close this case, then have a nice day. Because I've done something that I don't recommend doing, but I mean, you're both probably gonna end up in that situation from time to time. I did a hard reset on my phone on Sunday because it had some issues with not connecting to the phone network. So every time I went outside and it tried to connect to a new sender, receiver, whatnot, it just lost connection and you had to reset your phone. And then you got network again until you moved enough for it to try to reach another base station, and then it lost connectivity again. So yeah, I tried a hard reset, and all the apps. It's nice because I've just installed the apps that I use, but then you have the authenticator apps that you also use both privately and at your bank, and trying to get those working. And of course, all the services at the bank is closed on a Sunday, so that did not work until Monday. And of course, when you're trying to log on to fix something, to be able to log you on to set up this service, we have sent you a verification number to your authenticator. I'm setting up that said authenticator, you fucking bastards! And then other options, send to your email, and then of course I had to log on to my computer and read my email. But that email, two-part authentication, so you have to go to your authenticator app to read your, God damn it, motherfuckers. And then of course, yes, that has been the last 2 days for me, and I'm getting on top of it. But I mean, if you are 40 plus, you should actually get days off from work and a free weekend at a spa in advance of doing that, so you don't die from a heart attack or anger, or I feel like a lemming's dying of rage. So it's, yeah, but it seems to have fixed the issue. But it's not the newest phone. I think it's running on its 4th year now, which I'm pleased with. I like my phones the older they are, but at some point I'm probably gonna have to buy a new one. And I was staring down the barrel of that, but it seems like it's now up and running. And still have some apps to install, but yeah.
Yeah, changing phones are never fun. So.
No. I'll tell you what, the one of the most common ones we get is, excuse me, trying to sign in, but my authenticator is sending the token to my old phone number.
Yeah.
And we get hundreds of these. It's just like, how many times are you changing your phone number?
You know, I've had the same phone
Between-
number since I got a phone. But yeah, some people change them like
Yeah.
several times in between
But this is like,
swapping
yeah.
phones.
They would have registered when they enrolled, and then within weeks, they've got a new phone number. So I've had the same phone number for like nearly 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only changed phone number once since I bought my first phone.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a hassle changing your phone number because I do that when I change jobs, because every time I've moved from one employer to another, it's nice to cut all the ties so that it's harder. It's making it a little bit harder to contact you. But then when you get a new number, then it's that half year of people calling you when you because they reuse numbers too quickly. So that's, I'm looking for this person, but no, that person doesn't have this phone anymore. Go away.
I did that once when I changed workplace, but I kept my old number for like a transition period. And then I realized how fast the calls die off from the customers in that line of work. I mean, once they realize you have quit, you can't really help them with their issues because those are related to the services this company delivers. So
Yeah,
it really wasn't an issue. So when I have, for the last jobs I've had, I'm using my private phone and my private number. I'm not going through the hassle of getting a company phone because I get a better deal as a private person, because if you get the phone through your job, you're taxed for that, so it's not as lucrative. And that also means that I don't have a phone that has restrictions from company IT on it, because I use it for filming in YouTube and uploading things to dubious places according to our IT security manual. And then it's so much easier when you're quitting as well, because you don't have to turn in your phone and get a new subscription. I'm just walking out of there and like, yeah, but how about your phone? Oh, this is mine. So I just added my number to the bottom of the emails, and that's it. So that's kind of nice. So I've had the same number basically all my life, and yeah.
I have a private phone and a job phone because that's really easy, because then I can turn work off at the evenings and weekends and never see it and
Absolutely.
never hear it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
carry two phones.
but that's I did
Then I also
that.
have an
I
emergency
did that
phone.
at one point, but I did not. I just left the one in the office, and when it was at one of my last employers, I swapped location, and in my office there they had a landline. And I think I was 35 or something like that. And it's the first time in my life that I have an office and I have a landline now. So in my email signature, I had my cell phone and my landline number. And then I thought, when I'm out of office, it's because I'm visiting a client or whatnot. And then it's kind of disrespectful taking all the calls from other clients because you're helping them because you're out on a job. So I just ditched my mobile number and I just put the landline number in. And a couple of people complained, like, yeah, but we just saw the landline number. So then, yes, but I'm only going to talk to you when I'm in my office, because if I'm outside, then, I mean, if I'm at your site, do you want me to talk to everyone else while I'm charging you for a job? No, exactly. But I think it was like a month, and then nobody's using the landline anymore, so we're canceling the subscription, and they threw everything out on the skip. And I was like, but why? This was a godsend. Just people did not realize it. So, yeah.
I suppose that is the modern scourge, isn't it? Of assuming that you're always available.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not always available. I'm available
when you pay me.
exactly.
Yes.
From 8 o'clock until 4:30, whatever. Let's chat.
Yeah.
Outside of those hours, sorry, can't help you.
But I thought about that. The next time I'm getting a phone, I might have some different priorities than other people. I need the 3.5 millimeter headphone microphone jack for filming purposes, and that really narrows down the phones you get today. But I see many of them still have the dual SIM card slot. That means that you can get a phone number for work and slot that in the same phone. And someone showed me that once, that you can set it up so that people calling you on your work number, the phone will allow it to ring between 8 o'clock and 5:30 in the afternoon. But after that, it just goes to voicemail and it doesn't give you a notification or anything. And that sounds brilliant, because then I don't have to carry two phones with me. But I can still just put in like, after 4:30, it's like, fuck off, call tomorrow.
Can you have multiple eSIMs at this active at the same time? I never tried that, but I don't know.
I mean, yes, that should be very easy then, because then it's just the identification number on your phone and it's linked to your company phone charge, whatever. The question is if it's two different companies having eSIMs. Like if you're using one company privately and one different one for work, can those two link up to the same phone if they're using two different systems? That's an interesting question.
I mean, they should, and I mean that's a good thing with having two ones in different systems, because if you have rubbish connection with one, then maybe the other one works.
Yeah, smart. Or if you're a spy, you can have a Russian one and you can have a Norwegian one, and it makes spying a lot easier. I mean, if they if they can link those two, it will save me a lot of work. I mean, I have to talk to them, and then I have to call and say to them what I talk to them about, and back and forth. I mean, if it's all in the same phones, have at it. Just the information is there. Take whatever you need. Put money in my bank account, and yeah.
Well,
that's
I think digital espionage is getting so rife now. I think they need to bring back some of the analog stuff. Microfilms in Dropboxes, stuff like that. Yeah. Much more interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, stuff that can't be overheard electronically. Because I mean, if you have something digital, then you can make a digital copy and steal it. But if you have microfilm hidden in the sole of your shoe or something like that, good luck stealing that over the internet.
Yeah.
So you're right. Going back to analog, that's the way.
And writing things in notes where A is B, B is C, and like, oh yes, it
the
makes
most
no
advanced
sense.
crypto ever.
You have to shift all letters one to the left, not to or not to the right. I mean, let's not make it too complicated. That takes the fun out of it. So.
Yeah. I was just thinking. I'm sure I did that as a kid. Though I'm sure I had some sort of spy book as a kid of how to make your own
invisible ink, code words.
Invisible ink, code words. What's it called when you have it's not a codex, is it? Maybe it is a codex. Decryption map or something like that. So we have all the letters in a square and then you draw lines across it or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, Sudoku.
It was a long time ago. It's encrypted with Sudoku.
I mean, that would be so cool if you just brought that back to the 70s with a time machine. And a lot of government agencies would spend months. What is this encrypted things? And it seems like the numbers, if they line up here and you summarize them, it's the same as, what does it mean? It turns out it's just recreational.
How could you use a Sudoku as the key to an encryption? Because you get that in the papers every day and that sort of thing. And having that as, okay, I have to solve this Sudoku so I know what today's code phrases mean. And then I have a spy that's really bad at Sudoku as well.
It's so cool. You have to go to an alleyway and behind that dump, there's a box and there's a letter in it. And then you have to bring that home and you have to wait for the Sunday edition of the New York Times, because the Sudoku on the backside there, that's the key to reading that letter, right? So that
Yes.
now we are talking. This is the time of, like, this is the spy stuff I could get into. I could sell
Maybe
government
that's all
secrets.
Sudoku really is.
Oh my
It's just
God.
encryption keys for spies.
Yeah, I think I hope so.
If this episode doesn't air on Saturday, we have all been shot because we figured something out.
Someone have been listening into this recording and has kept us off beforehand. So yeah, I'm sorry, dear listeners, if you can't hear this, but have fun, whatever you're doing.
On that cliffhanger, we could leave the main episode for the half pint. Then
I think it's
they will
safest.
have to tune in to see if we are dead or not.
We might be killed in between. That's true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It might take a day or two.